Hello and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Life Coach Shaun, Joya, the man from Pasig City from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Workforce Management. And this coaching conversation are people managers who are wanting to build an inspired and motivated workforce. And my mission is to be able to help the workplace create a mentally fit environment at work so that the workforce will continue to stay purposeful and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. At times, busyness in the workplace can take a toll in all of the things that we do, and I want to be able to help the workplace. Reignite that passion for the work that they do. When they started, they're super excited, they're super pumped up on what they wanted to do because they know that they can give something in the company. But because of the hustle and bustle of work, at times we tend to forget the reason why we're doing the things that we're doing in the first place. I want to be able to help the workplace, help the people in there come into work because they have the purpose to work. They just don't go in there because they came into work yesterday. So that is something that I would really want to help with, and I want to be able to move forward with that and humanize the workplace. Let's humanize the workplace. We have a lot of people in there who are currently giving their all, giving most of their time at work, and humanizing the workplace just makes the journey more enjoyable, right? Thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are presently located as of this very moment. Please do tag your friends and circulate this video to help more. Let's reach out to more individuals who are in need of what I will be sharing to you this wonderful morning. You may also give a shout out to people. Give them some inspiring message. Send them a message. Greet them. Say hi to them. It's a Monday morning. Have a conversation with them, or ask them to join in. Then afterwards, you can message them and just ask them for insights on what they've learned in the conversation. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment the hashtag replay. I'm streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to the platform, please like, follow, and subscribe the channels we have in YouTube and in Facebook. If you're looking for high definition and videos, YouTube is the place to be. What I encourage you, what you can do is to utilize this video and have a session, monthly, weekly session with your team or other people in your workplace. Just get some insights, then do some brainstorming sessions, and ask yourself, what is one thing that I can utilize in my learnings this morning or in this video, and what can I do moving forward so that I can implement and practice this. Practice makes progress. It's not about perfection, it's progress that we want to be able to focus on. All right. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing me, if this is the first time we're having an engagement, I'm a life coach Shaun Hoya. I'm a professional certified actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. I've been working in the corporate world for more than 14 years now. Currently, I am a workforce management consultant for one of the biggest IT and consulting firm in the world. And I'm supporting their call center operations here in the Philippines, supporting North American North American clients. And one of the biggest things that I do is specific to my exposure in the corporate world is in workforce management. So if you guys know what workforce management is an art and a science of putting the right place and the right people at the right time doing the right thing. So that's what we do, making sure that we have the right people at the right place at the right time doing the right things at a given time. This is what it's needed in call center operation. I've been married for 19 years, for a professional CHCC, a certified co-actively co-create life coach, and also a certified mental health coach, which is you know her. She does her coaching Think Talk every Monday at 4 p.m. So mamaya in the afternoon, she's gonna be up in there. I'm gonna share to you what she's gonna talk about, and something that I'm super super proud about. And we have kids already. We have two kids. They're teenagers now. They're all grown up. They're 19 and 16 years old. And one of the fun things that I do, and why am I doing this? I'm sharing to you my experiences. I'm sharing to you my learnings. I'm sharing to you the things that I am learning right now, I have learned before, and what I am able to utilize at work, and something that's helping me towards managing my mental health, helping me with mental fitness, helping me with mental toughness. Because at work right now, there's a lot of things happening in there, and having the right support, having the right skills, having the right ecology, especially when you are a people leader, when you are someone who's leading a group, leading a team, or even as an individual contributor, you have a stake in the workplace. And if you are someone who's able to give your value to them, I tell you, the workplace will just makes a little bit better every single day. Just given uh, your talents in there, give them some conversation. Let's humanize the workplace. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a moment to really stop, ask the person how they are, how's their weekend. You can ask them how's their weekend, and then just remain interested. It's a powerful thing. I tried that, and it's a powerful and transformational conversation, I tell you. And today I'm going to talk to you about brain overload at work. When was the last time that you felt that your brain was overloaded? So think about that moment right now. And before I begin, would like to acknowledge, of course, my wife, my suitable partner who's supporting me. Maraming salamat. And Coach, ayan, si Coach Joanna. Thank you, Coach Joanna, for joining us in YouTube. So, if you are in YouTube, thank you for joining us in there. Just join us, take some notes, grab some notebook in there, get some coffee. Like I have my morning coffee right now, just enjoying the moments, enjoying the time, and joining the conversation. But of course, if you want to join in the conversation, you let me know, message me, or if you have any questions, if you're able to connect with the conversations that we're having right now, feel free to just message me in my personal page. It's a public account, just feel free, message me there, ask me questions, and I'll be happy to support you and help you out on how you can better improve your workplace, and make it better, right? Stress at work. When was the last time you experienced stress? I experienced stress. Even as a life coach, I do experience stress. And stress at work is something that is consistently and constantly knocking at the door of our work and our life. It's a never ending knocking in the door. It's there, it's part of us, it's part of life, because stress is something that we all need. But based on research, about 1 in 5 people struggle with stress at work. So people do struggle with stress. We've been talking about here in Life Coach Philippines, and I've shared as well that there are different kinds of stress. There are 2 types of stress, and we're going to talk about the not so good stress for today. When was the last time that you've experienced stress? That is my question. Stress often results to poorer decision making. Think about the moment in which you were at work, you started the day very strong, very motivated, but as the day progressed, as the course progressed, all of the left and right things that you need to do, then eventually you made a bad decision and you regretted that bad decision just because of the stresses that we're experiencing. When I say poorer decision making, I didn't say poor, no, because that's different. Poorer means it's just the extremes already. It's because it's the poorer health decision making is affecting our health. It's affecting how we're. It's not helping us with the things that we're doing, the things that we're doing at work, the decision making that we have, and not to mention the aggressive leaders that we have in there, who we are in constant need to make sure that they please the client and juggling around business commitments and expectations. So you know how challenging it is to be a business leader who you need to be able to juggle on making sure that the client is okay, the business is okay, the customers are okay, the employees are okay. These are the things that consistently being managed by leaders. Now, different people have different ways of managing stress. That is really the case, and what makes us human beings is this differentiators. But for those who are currently struggling to manage the amount of stress or workload at work, we need to be able to pay full attention and pay attention to what's important. And I want to be able to give this message to you, because one of the things that's leaving us a bad taste in our mouth at work, or at times it causes dissatisfaction and unfulfilled expectation, is because of these stresses. And research from Stanford University showed how stress and burnout at hospitals across the US, as they talk and practice the position, they talk to practicing physicians, that the quality and care they provide can be a matter of life and death. Now you might say, Coach, why are you talking about uh, physicians and hospitals? Well, I tell you, because the work that they do is so critical that it's a life or death situation. And a study from John Hopkins found that medical errors in the hospitals are the third leading cause of death each year. It's about 250,000 deaths a year, which is something that is avoidable. And based on research with nearly 7,000 physicians, this is the research. If you want to, link to this, let me know. From across the US, about 55% of physicians reported that they have a symptom of burnout. So imagine that 55% over this 7,000 that they've researched, and about 10% of them made a major error in the past 3 months from this research in their, the profession that they do. And excessive perfectionism, if you know about the word perfectionism, which I'm very, very uh, I know Mr. Perfectionism is another cause of burnout. So if you know someone who has this perfectionist mindset, I tell you that will cause burnout. I've experienced that time and again. I've been sharing this for the longest time. 3 times that I know of, I've experienced burnout at work. 14 years in the corporate world. 3 times. I know it's more than that. Yeah, there are different levels of burnout, but the extreme that I have, that's 3 times already. And but the positive thing about this research is that it lead to high performance. So even if you're perfectionist, it would lead to high performance, good output, better result. But unfortunately, it's not sustainable. Why? Because as you continue to have this perfectionist mindset, as you continue to want everything, things to be perfect, and we know that we cannot sustain that, right? There will be some situations in which you will feel that things are not working, you will not be able to take action, move, or do things. That is where the negative side of it is, because you will experience, as our people will experience burnout with continuously being perfectionist. And perfectionistic concerns are what researchers refer to in which is accompanied by high level of self criticism. Yeah, perfectionistic concerns. Yeah, if someone is perfectionistic, it can be detrimental to you because you are criticizing yourself already. At times, other people would criticize you, and you would start doubting yourself. You would start lowering down your confidence, and you would say, "Am I doing something right? Am I also doing something great? Is the work that I do, good?" Or sometimes you would experience some triggers in there that it makes you feel that, am I still is this work really matter for you, right? Now, have you, not sure if you've experienced that. Thank you, Coach Marifer, for joining us. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for joining, Robert. Maraming salamat. And Coach Lin, thank you. Yan, si Coach Lin, oh, di ba? When was the last time, Coach Lin, you experienced burnout at work? All right? And what is the telltale sign of burnout? Put that in the comment section below. What do you experience? Just one thing that you've experienced that you feel that you are burnt out, that you would just like want to quit and just want to rest and lie down and do nothing. I've experienced that time and again, and I tell you, not a good thing, but we can do something about it. What will be the telltale sign of burnout? Number one, if a person is physically or emotionally exhausted. That is one of the telltale sign of burnout. You just feel tired even after you have a long sleep. Maybe you slept 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. I'm not sure if people would sleep that long. No, think about the time in which you felt physically drained and you don't want to get up in the morning. You just want to lay down in there. Just turn on the aircon, or maybe have the electric fan in full uh, power, and just lay down in there, not move, just take a look at the ceiling, or just close your eyes and so on. That is the experience of just being physically drained. And in the morning, even if you the only reason why you come into work today is because you came into work yesterday. That is just the reason, and you continue to work the same day, not really knowing what the clear direction of where you're going, where you're heading to. And every time you come into work, work seems to be the same every single day. There's just monotonous. That there's nothing something new, nothing something to expect, right? And what you only do is just wait, sit in there, check your email, wait for someone to call you, to message you, ask you for something. You would do it, and eventually afterwards you end your day, you go home, you go to sleep, watch Netflix, watch something, do something at home, then sleep, then you do the same thing again in the morning. And the other flip side of it is emotional exhaustion. Emotional exhaustion is, well, where you're not able to manage your emotion. At times you feel angry, you feel irritable during meetings, you feel anxiety, you feel, when someone calls you, someone message you, you get that eerie feeling that you can't explain, that causes you anxiety, you panic. You're not sure if this person is messaging you because you did something wrong, you've done something wrong, they're asking you for something, and you lack the motivation for you to do more of what was expected, and you feel hopeless. You feel, that the promises that was given to you, this was given to the team, are not being given. Promises that are broken. You're pessimistic about the future. You're pessimistic about how the future will be worth. You feel depressed, you don't see your worth, and these are the things that is affecting individuals when there's a telltale sign of burnout. Yeah. And ayan, no, yan, si Robert, yan, no, ako po yan, oh, yan. Experience this time, ganda sinabi ni Coach Lin, 1 year na Coach Shaun, kaya nag-rest na muna. Oh, I did 2 years, Coach Lin, 2 years of rest. Yan. So, something that we need to take a look at, and something that we need to be able to manage. And again, thank you for joining me and, putting some comment section, your insights in the comment section. People learn in that. I learn as well when you put in there, because I'm able to, have a deeper understanding and reflection of where we're at and where I'm at and what I can do moving forward to help individuals. So that is the first, telltale sign of someone who is in a about to go to burnout mode. Number two is the experience detachment or cynicism about or around their work. And you feel like you are not connected with the people. You feel that you just want to isolate. You feel that you're just unwilling to connect with them. It's a burden if someone connects with you, asks you something, you just want to don't talk, and you just don't want to respond. You just want to emotionally disconnect with these people. You avoid them at all costs. You avoid the drama, you avoid the anxiety, you avoid the stress when it comes in, and you avoid the activities altogether. And a person also, during the state of detachment of cynicism, they also lack the trust from other people, because again, this lack of trust is because of the frustration that they have from the leaders in the organization, because they always keep giving promises that they are not able to keep. And the third sign of burnout is the feeling that you are not reaching your goals. So, when you started at work, you have clear goals, right? You want to be able to do this, do that, do these things, and so on. And you're so super motivated, super excited. And eventually, as the years progress, even as the months progress, right? The months progress, the years progress, and so on and so forth. You started to, that fire inside you suddenly just starts dying, and there's no more way for you to start that fire. It just seems that you're only doing there just for the sake you're doing there, because you don't have any other choice anyway, right? And you need that work. And based on statistica.com, under 2018 research, in the Philippines, specifically in the Philippines is the second most stressed countries worldwide. Now, this was back in 2018, so I'm not sure where we're at right now as far as research is concerned, especially during the pandemic. 58%, second stressed country. The first, if you want to know what the first in, let me know. But we are the second, and people working 55 hours or more a week have 35% higher risk of stroke. 55 hours. So how many hours do you work? I work in a week, as much as possible, only 40 hours. I kind of stretch it a bit, at 45 hours, just a little bit, but I don't stretch that much. I've learned that in life coaching, that you first, you cannot give what you don't have. So make sure that you take the time and focus your attention on you, because you only have one life to live. So focus on yourself, right? And 70%, based on this research, have higher risk of dying because of heart disease. I remember what I told you. 30 35% higher risk of stroke. So you might ask, Coach, why is that? Because during stressful times, your heart pumps so fast. It pumps so fast. I would tell you, when you feel stress, pause for a moment and feel your heart. You would feel how your heart is pumping so much, blood in there, that which causes stroke and higher risk of heart disease. Based on the global study of the World Health Organization back in 2016, 488 million 488 million, that's a lot of people now, were exposed to the risk of working long hours, and more than 745,000. I just want to emphasize that people died that year in 2016 from overwork, which resulted to stroke and heart disease. So this is a serious thing, I tell you, people. The people who's watching right now, stress is not just a chill, kalma experience. It's a serious thing because it's affecting your heart, and it's giving you heart diseases. It's affecting your health if you continuously expose yourself to these stressful situations, because you know it's not good for us. It's not good for our mental health too, because we have certain expectations and these stressors, and we lack the support. It's not. It's detrimental to our can't afford to rest. Robert, let's talk. I will help you. Let me help you get that rest. I tell you, if you don't have rest, it's not gonna be good. Experience that time and again, Robert, and at times you begin to ask yourself, what's more important, the work that we do or the family that will that we're not able to spend real time with, that we're not able to talk to, that we're not really to have that emotional connection. uh, Work will never stop. I've learned that the hard way. Continuously, work will come in. Even if you double time, work will just add. I continuously remind people in there, hey, work will not stop. But if you stop, work will stop. So, but someone will replace you anyway. So that's what's gonna be happening. Okay. So, what are the main work-related stressors? Yan, let me know if you're able to connect with this. The main work-related stressors, just gonna give you nine para maiba naman. I'm gonna give you nine work-related stressors. Number one is organization culture. If you are in a space where the culture is not supportive as far as your mental health is concerned, or emotional safety, I tell you, it's going to be detrimental to you because it doesn't align to who you are, and you don't align to who the organization are. So take a moment, reflect on a moment on how your organization is supporting you, and that is something that as far as we are concerned, we need to take a look at. Number two is bad management practices. Maybe you have a boss who's always demanding, always wants you to be at one phone call away, that they want to answer your call agad, experience that. Or maybe you have a boss who's always on the driver's seat, always wants to be in command, always wants to micromanage. That is a work related stressor. Number three is job content and demands. Your job content, your job description is not clear. You work this role, you work this role, but you know that this is your role, and sometimes you don't know already the boundaries between the work that you do and the other things that other people are asking you to do. So that is number three. Number four is physical work environment. If the work environment that you're in is not physically conducive for you to be effective. People are working from home right now. I tell you, your work from home setup, if that's not created or physically created well so that it's conducive for you to learn, to work, something that I would want for you to take a look at. Number five is relationship at work. Maybe you don't have a good relationship with your boss, or maybe your peers, right? Maybe there's something constantly, says a lot of different things. So this is something that we need to explore as well. Change management as well is also a challenge. Again, during this pandemic where people started working from home, if there is a lack of support on how you will transition, and I know people are still transitioning right now, they're not able to create their new normal. That is something that also causes stress. Lack of support is the seventh. Role conflict is also the eighth, as I've shared a while ago, where at times your role is no longer the role that you signed into. You're doing some work, but there's no addition, there's no expectations, there's no boundary in there. And lastly, number 9, which we were talking about every month for the last 2 months, we've been talking about trauma. Number 9 is trauma. So trauma also affects you, a related stressor at work. I tell you, I experience this every time there's something that's happening. I experience just a gush of some things in my body. I feel that there's a fight or flight response in there, and that is caused by trauma. And if you want to learn more about how trauma is affecting you and how it's causing you stress at work, let me know. Have a conversation. Message us here at Life Coach Philippines, and we'd be happy to help you there. Now, how can you start, transitioning towards at least start minimizing and managing this stress? I'm going to talk to you about tasks, this multitasking. Switching tasks reduces your response time. And researchers in Canada surveyed the 2,000 participants and studies that the brain activities of 112 using electroencephalograms, yan, EEGs. Microsoft found that since the year 2000, or when the mobile revolution began, the average attention span of an individual dropped from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. So maybe you've heard this, the goldfish, that the gold we have lesser attention span than the goldfish. So 12 seconds to 8 seconds. So how can you make sure you manage this? Because this is the reason why people are causing stress, because you keep on moving from different tasks and so on. If you're doing something, an email comes in, an email pops in, then you would read your email, someone would call you. So that is causing so much stress, because it's causing too much strain in your brain. Think about your brain, or think about your life as a balancing beam. If you have a balancing beam, right? For example, there's a balancing beam that if you want to stay focused, and if you want to reduce the stress that you have or manage your stress, you need to just be consistently walking in the balancing beam. O yan, walking in there. O parang ikaw to, and that's a balancing beam, and you need to move from point A to point B. Now, what's happening in a stress, because there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of demands in there, what happens is some people would tend to, workload would tend to wiggle you from left to right until, hopefully you get to manage that. There are distractions. You need to resist the distractions. You want to stay focused on the goal at hand. And, these are the things that's not allowing us and is causing us distress in the things that we do. So what can you do to manage stress at work? I'm going to share to you 5 tips to manage the feeling of overwhelm at work. Very, very simple. You can start doing this today. You can start doing it now. The first, 5 tips to manage the feeling of overwhelm. Number 1 is to divide working day into mini missions. Every day you have a mission for you to complete something. Divide it into sub missions. If you've been playing online games, there are submissions in there. Start doing that. Start implementing that. You can learn a lot in the online games or strategy games where you have submissions and you have the big mission, right? So, dissect that in ways that it's consumable. Number 2 is clear intention of what to achieve. Get clear on what you wanted to achieve for the day. Set just one goal. At times, people would set 3 goals, 5 goals. If that is something that, is a struggle for you, but right now, just focus on one. One goal that you would want to achieve for today. Maybe it's just one thing, one report that you want to accomplish, one report that you want to send out, one meeting that you want to have. Just one that you want to focus on. Number 3 is make sure that you're clear about what's important and what's urgent. At times we get to mix these two together, so that is causing so much stress, right? What is important, what is urgent. What is important is something that would move you forward with your career, move you forward to the goals that you need to work on based on your job description and what's expected of you. Urgent is what other people expect, what other people needs and wants, something that you can have a conversation with and you can be assertive. Number 4 is do not react to all information. At times, as I've said, we tend to react to information when someone calls, someone emails. Maybe you had this experience of trauma with email specifically. That's why you can constantly check your email. Maybe you constantly check your phone. Having this feeling that maybe things are not going out well at work. This is something that we need to start managing, that we're not reactive, but we're proactive about it. And the 5th one of the reasons why a lot of people are causing stress at work is because of email. This constant email is also barraging our life. Email causes 30% of our time at work. Just checking on email, responding to email, that's 30% of your time already. So make sure that you learn how email management, and that is something that you need help with. Just let me know. Let's have a conversation on how you can effectively do that. And set a time to deal with a topic. So if you're receiving email, set a time to deal with this topic. Deal with them, set yourself, act on it. Do not react on it. Don't get overwhelmed, because when you get overwhelmed, this is where stress comes in. And I tell you, when you continuously experience that, that will end in burnout. All right. So those are the five, tips to manage feeling overwhelmed. Divide working day into mini sessions, clear intentions of what to achieve, what's important and what's urgent. Do not react to all information. Email management, set a time to deal with a topic, then set yourself to act on it rather than react on it, so that you don't feel overwhelmed. All right. So I hope you were able to learn something from today. You're able to implement that as you start the week. It's good to have that equipping in the morning of a Monday. They say Monday is manic. I tell you, Monday is not manic. It's just, for me, it's a mindset. You can always change that with the right support, the right ecology, the right, mindset that you have. Things will work out well. You would enjoy the relationship. You would enjoy the time that you have with your spouse, with your children. I mean, when I say enjoy, really enjoy. Have a moment, have a conversation. Really, just stop and enjoy your coffee. And you don't need to think about, emails, phone, other people. You just sit down, take a look at, the ceiling, maybe at times, take a look at the things, appreciate the moment. That is what being human is all about, is appreciating the moment, because work is work, but when you're able to appreciate the moment, when you're able to be in gratitude, I tell you, life can just be so, so simple, so freeing, so less taxing, and everything that you say and it do. And if you need support, as I've said, let me know. Just keep us connected here at Life Coach Philippines. Let's help your organization. Let's help your workplace. Let's help your people. Let's help you, support you, so that you have the right equipping. You can be, you can start enjoying the life that you have, start enjoying relationship, and start enjoying the work that you're doing. Because again, life is too short, right? We won't know what will happen to us tomorrow. As we continue to enjoy our relationship, because you're a relational human being, it makes the journey far, far enjoyable. And you would say, after, when you go to sleep, you would say that you did something meaningful and fulfilling, right? So if you need support, if you're ready, if you want to understand more what it's really important to you, how you can move forward, how you can stay motivated, how you can stay inspired, I'm inviting you to explore our Silver Lining Coaching Program. This is a program that will allow you to finally identify the goal that keeps you inspired and motivated. Plan it out so that you can be intentional with, the actions that you would have. Identify the obstacles, because this is one of the challenges that individuals have, that they have a clear goal at times, but they don't know what the obstacles is preset. Because when you have that preset, it makes the journey worthwhile. And it creates an action for you in an efficient way, an effective way. Plus, you will also have a list of things that sparks joy in your life and gives you hope in becoming a better person, and also become having a better life. You want to know more about this program and how it can influence you, affect you, and make a more fulfilling life, message me at 0917-5869-4200 and book a discovery session with me. It's a free, a complimentary session. It's free. Remember that action makes progress. And if you want to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life, the first step is to just grab the call. Grab your phone, that's a call, or use that message in there, and I will help you with the next couple of steps. All right? Philippines, oh yeah, happiness country, oh, second stress. Yes, coach, oh, di ba? Contradicting things. But again, we are the most resilient. Oh yeah, Philippines is the more resilient one, okay? Maraming salamat for joining me as I end this conversation. Let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. If you are yet a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you are still missing on all of the perks that I am enjoying, that we are enjoying, today is the best time for you to get registered. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. And what you will get out of here, benefits first: 5% food and beverage discount. You get a mental model masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month. That's at 7 p.m. And you also get a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaching team. And I tell you, the Be Learning Society, which is the mental model masterclass, is helping me. It's allowing me to enjoy the work that I'm doing. Really enjoy it. I mean, really have conversation, really have more connection, and it's allowing you to progress, because when you feel that you're progressing, it makes the work so enjoyable. Plus, you get a 90-minute free coaching session with a senior coaching team to process your thoughts, think about ideas on how you can utilize this mental model. One of the mental model that I've been using for the longest time, or most recently, is the breakthrough knowledge. If you want to reduce the feeling of overwhelm, think about the breakthrough knowledge. Just find one breakthrough knowledge that you will have for that day, and I tell you, you won't be overwhelmed. That helps a lot. So for this month, if you want to take advantage of this mental model masterclass happening on November 27th, it's going to be happening on this Saturday at 7 p.m. Master Coach A will talk about the Jeff Bezos mental model. If you are ready to level up as an entrepreneur, you would take, Coach, I am an employee. I tell you, you are also an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurs are creators and you create. I'm sure that you create something in there. If you want to learn how you are an entrepreneur, let's have a conversation. Join us here, register, and get ready to thrive and experience the financial breakthrough even during this time of pandemic. For more information and registration assistance, please connect with Coach Giselle through 0917-586-1661. All right. Also, for those individuals who are wanting to embark on the journey of becoming a life coach like me, Master Coach A is now offering the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a CPD accredited course and has 40 CPD units. And CPD is about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. That makes the CACC Life Coach Certification Program a perfect for those people who are wanting to have a continuing professional development. And life coaching is the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills and multiple domains and territory, and thereby increasing their relevance in this increasingly complex workplace. I tell you, your relevance is important right now. Things are changing, tides are changing, and it's important that you're properly equipped on what's ahead and what's yet to come. This course has 21-day web-based learning. It has a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A and a 3-day business bootcamp. So if you are planning to transition the next 3, 5 years, 10 years, you have the right support. The program package also comes with many bonuses. So please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. All right. Thank you, Master Coach Jasmine, for joining. Do join again for another episode of Coaching Conversation later with Coach Maripe for coaching for fitness and nutrition, and Coach Tin for relationship at 4 p.m. Life Coach Live Think Talk, Coaching Think Talk happens every single day at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Join my better half later at 4 p.m. She's going to talk about a spiritually healthy family. If you are someone who's into relationship, maybe you're a spouse, a husband, maybe you're, a brother, sister, yeah, a son, a daughter, have a conversation with Coach Tin later at 4 p.m. Let's continue to humanize people at work and also in their life. Being human is the most powerful gift that has been given to us. Let's utilize that. Let's be channels of blessing to other people, and let's continue to serve others and help others in return. All right. Once again, this is Life Coach Shaun De Hoya from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. If you want to think and talk like this, come and join us here at Life Coach Philippines. This is us from the Philippines. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.